Greetings and salutations. This is Jason Silverain, and I'm glad to be back. I had to take a break for a while because I managed to sprain my left wrist and got repetitive strain injury in my right. But thankfully I'm back to normal. But during that downtime I got a lot of curious offers. There seems to be an ever increasing demand and production of roguelike deck building card games. And I've been wanting to cover these for a while. I wanted to cover Slay the Spire way back when it was in early access in 2017. And even more so when its full release in 2019. So before I went into the depths of the various roguelike games I've been given and brought to my attention, I thought I'd go back to where it really began. Now, Slay the Spire was not the first deck building roguelike. No, that honour goes to Dominion, a tabletop card game that came out in 2008. There were several other games before Slay the Spire as well, including Dream Quest in 2014, and one of my favourites, Hand of Fate in 2017, just before Slay the Spire. But Slay the Spire is the, well, genre definer, I would say. It is the one that everyone judges that all other roguelike deck builders buy, because it really has hammered home the perfect combination of difficulty, replayability, and just quirkiness, and having a interesting story with, well, fantastic builds. The game's evolved a lot, I will say, from its initial early access days, and some elements I don't like, others I do. I think the secret boss that was introduced I'm not too keen on, because a lot of builds in the game simply don't work on it and kind of reduces how you can play the game. But that's a personal pet peeve. I still need to beat the damn bugger, so maybe I'm just being a little salty about that. So, I'm going to be really doing two little videos on Slay the Spire. I'm hoping to do a kind of vanilla run, and I'll also be doing the mods. And I think the mods are for anyone who's already played Slay the Spire. You want to look at those, because there's some really fantastic ones out there. They are great fun, and they can really just revitalise the game. There's a few out there that some people have even said, these are basically Slay the Spire 2. Now, fingers crossed we'll have a good run, but if not, then, well, we'll have a lot of cuts. I'll try to keep things nice and quick. So, my selection today is between four basic characters: the Ironclad, who's very much brute force and blocking, and a lot of self-damage moves as well. The Silent, who is one of my personal favourites, and it's all about doing status effects, toxic, damage over time. The Defect is also pretty damn hilarious with these orb mechanics, where you have these various orbs, and every time you kind of rotate them round they have different effects. And the very interesting Watcher, one of the few I've actually completed almost in my first run. This one is very curious because of just how she works, and kind of going from very defensive to very offensive, and going back and forth in almost like a pendulum style of play. Now, I do have unlocks on the Watcher to do, but it's not my favourite mechanic, and it's been a while since I've played as her. I mean, I absolutely love the Defect because of the crazy things we can do. But I'm going to go with the Watcher. It's the more difficult of the bunch. And we'll see how we go. Alright. What do I get today? Now, this is really nice because a lot of other games didn't do this at the start. We can get a random relic which helps how we play and really changes what powers we have. I'm going to obtain a random common one. Nice. Whenever I do 4 or less damage, increase it to 5. That is absolutely brilliant, because that makes chip damage way more effective. Also, the introduction of the map. This lets us plan our journey. Now, when I first played, I was mostly trying to avoid the special battles, but then you realise you kind of need those to get all the best stuff. So I'm going to plan a route, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, this was a hard choice. I do want the special extra hard elite enemy here. But that does mean I won't be going to the shop if I want to fight more than one elite. So, here we go. Beginning. What do we start with? Slimes. These can be pretty useful. So retain, gain energy if I need it, and exhaust it afterwards. Which means remove till the end of combat. I love the help text in this game. It's just so fun and useful. Well, I deal double damage in Wrath, but I take double damage, so that is not really ideal right away. And I've only got one block. So I'm going to block. Just going to go strike, strike, use this miracle to get a little bit of extra energy, and then strike a third time. Because you have energy, what only means you can only play that many cards in a round. Well, Slime's annoying, but not too awkward. And of course, this is where I get all my flaming block cards. Happens every time. We'll enter Calm. I do like Calm, because once exiting that stance, you gain energy. And this is how the Watcher works. You are jumping back and forth between stances. Alright, well, these are going to give me 5 no matter what. But first of all, let's just make sure I don't get injured. Play it nice and safe. This is not going to be a tough fight. And as you can see, I'm basically just being defensive for now. Double deal and receive double damage. I think I can get that. Oh wait, I've only that uses 2, but I do get energy. So we hit you, go into Wrath, we get our energy back, and then just finish it off. So our cards for winning. Scry, look at the top pile of your deck, gain 2 block, deal 3 damage. I mean, I like that because it's free, it doesn't cost you anything. That's not bad either. I'm going to go with just lucky. I don't know what build I'm going to be aiming for with the Watcher, and I have unlocked some new cards. Now, the Jaw Worm. I particularly hate this guy. Always an awkward sod. Okay, there we go. Defense. I'll save my miracle for now. Oh, actually, no, I do want to start building up the damage because old Jaw Worm here can power himself up and he'll start doing more damage over time. Wait, did I take... I took some damage? When did I take some damage? Well, I missed that without realising. Okay. Well, no, I'd like that block next round. I don't need a block this round. You know, fingers crossed this run will get something else that lets us retain block between rounds. That is just very useful. So as you can see, he now has increased his strength by 3, which means he does 3 extra damage. Oh, go back into Calm. And if you're new to this style of game, a little bit of advice. You want to keep your deck relatively small. I mean, the first thing you think is, like, I want as many cards as possible, but then you can't tell what cards you're going to get. By keeping your deck small, you can ensure that your cards cycle round very quickly. So I don't like having more than 20 cards at most. Yeah, these are somewhat new. I've not seen some of these. Pressure points is pretty damn good. If I had more of them. That one, if I have lots of pressure points, that can get very powerful very quickly. I do like having extra blocking. And that gives me lots of card cycling. This one is also very nice because weak is pretty decent. You know what, reducing the enemy attack is always a nice one. All of those are good cards. So what random events do we get? Don't really need... Yeah, I'm not going to bother with the gold. I usually take that. But not today. Now the cultist, this guy's pretty much a meme in the community if he starts going caca at us. Well, he's about to buff himself up. Very nice. Might as well play the block, to be honest. Still not sure how I took damage. I must have just... I must have just miscounted earlier. Alright, he's going to go 6 damage to his first. But no, he's not. So, attack. Then we go with the Sash Whip. That reduces him down to 4 damage. We only need 1 block. which is the reason I took that one. We might as well use that. Get a little bit more damage on him. I mean, I probably could have ended it with Erupt, I think, there, but we definitely can now. His powers are matched, yes. We have some potions. I'm getting a lot of these last, if your last card was played, cards. Well, follow-up sounds nice. Again, it's a different build than what I usually have. Random event or combat. Guaranteed money from combat and a card. But let's see what the event is. Let's live interestingly. Remove a card from my deck. Lose 7 HP? Yeah, what the hell. Now, I have been picking up attack cards, so I'm going to lose an attack card. And if we want to go for the secret boss, we want to recall. But you can only get this once you've finished it with the main 3 characters. So we're going to upgrade a card. Now, what do I get if I upgrade Lucky? 3 block, 4 damage. A pair of Scry. Kind of nice. 1 less cost. I always like having more block. Sash Whip, 10 damage, 2 weak. 11 damage. It's just damage. Oh, 4 extra block can actually be very useful, so I'll go for that. Oh, bugger. He's going to be awkward. Yes, yes, he is going to be very awkward. Yeah, I lost my train of thought there. Yeah, this boss's thing, he gets block at the end of his go, but as soon as you do damage to him, he wakes up and starts hitting you hard. Normally you need status effects, and you want to be piling those on right away. No, I don't. So we'll just whack him. He goes back to 8. I think he takes 3 turns to wake up normally anyway. So. Yeah, I'm probably going to regret this. Now, because of how my deck is, hopefully we'll go back and be able to get Calm again really quickly. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That is a... Well, bugger, this runs over because I didn't get Calm. Oh, but I can do this and save myself a little bit. Let's get... No, I'll keep that. See, that was a costly mistake. That's going to do quite a lot of damage to me. But it's alright. Learn from my mistakes, I say. Oh, not enough. Just not quite the right card order there. Because if that Calm had come up last turn, I could have done that, a block, and then used the just Lucky to defend myself. Well, you're about to do... build yourself up, so I better start working on you now. Not the perfect hand there, but fortunately that's going to last the rest of the combat. Here we go, back again. Oh, this is gonna suck. I don't like getting this guy as one of my early bosses if I'm not anyone other than the Silent. And even then, if I've not got the right build, he's just a little awkward. Oh, I did the wrong one. I thought that was the one that was gonna give me the extra energy. But no, we get the energy from the stance change. Yes. Well, nice. And what do we get? Well, I'm not going to disagree with that. It leaves my deck as soon as I do it. Now, do I heal or do I live dangerously? I'm going to live dangerously. What the hell? Since we've already got one of the keys, I might as well get the other one. Okay, that... Yeah, keeping that. That's too good. So as soon as we get a card, we upgrade it. Start combat with 10 block. That is a lovely one to get if you have particular builds. Again, one of my favourite cards, especially if you can keep blocking. But let's go for the key. There we go. Nice and easy. Again, I'm playing incredibly risky here today. Ah, not quite. That will finish it off. Annoyingly, I've got all these miracles and no way of actually using the damn things. Alright. Yeah, this is going to suck. Going to take damage when I really didn't want to. More energy. Fine. All this energy and not enough card draw to make good use of it. That is the other thing I kind of need here. Alright, this has been a slow slog of a battle, but there we go. Excellent powers! Oh, not great though. Oh, I really like that. That is awesome, but one less energy at this point is a bit of a killer. I do have things... Oh, no. We're going to go pressure points. We will go pressure points. Because if we can get multiple pressure points, that can be like our DPS. Alright. Well, you're attacking me, you little git. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Whack you, gaining energy. Oh, not a single block. Well, we'll kill you. Now, this one's annoying. On its death, it makes you more vulnerable to damage. But doesn't matter. We just hammer our way through them. Oh, I like Flurry of Blows. Alright. If I die here, it's my own fault. And it would be these guys. Ah, this troublesome trio. Now, they have artifact that negates debuffs. Well, first things first, I am going to enter that. I'm going to go for you to get rid of your artifact. I should save that miracle for a turn. Now, two of these guys will debuff you, and then one will attack, and then, you know, these two will attack, and this one will debuff you, and they go back and forth. It is really, really sodding annoying. Alright. I'm just bound to take some damage here. Oh no, I think I just about do it. Yeah, I'll keep that. And I'll work on the weakest link. They just fill your deck with, like, crap cards. So it makes it very difficult to draw cards. First of all, deal 4 damage. It's a free attack. It's like, why not do it? Do I take a little bit of damage and guarantee killing off one of these guys? I'm going to take damage either way. Oh no, but it's not worth the amount of damage. And I'll hopefully save these guys till I get to the boss. Because these are reasonably decent. And here we go. Here's all the dazes. This is what I was not looking forward to. Yeah, I just want to discard that, thank you. We're going to take 9 damage because there's literally nothing we can do here. Oh. But you've seen just how I'm going to have to deal with this back and forth, and fingers crossed it won't chip damage me to death. Alright, things aren't going that well. Sadly, I seem to be just getting a lot of bad luck when it comes to what cards I draw. For example, when he's doing this, I seem to be getting all my defensive cards, and then pretty much no cards for defense when he's actually attacking me. So this is going to be a bit tough. But it's now over. What do I get? Gain 1 mantra. Ah yes, when you gain 10 mantra, you gain divinity, which makes you pretty damn powerful. Oh, that's much better when you've got more energy. Safety. Okay, I like that one. I've not encountered that card before. We'll go for that one. Just hopefully avoid the combat. Oh, we got a free chest. If you end a turn without block, gain 6 block. I could have done with that in the last flipping thing. Alright, rest. We only get 30% back. Better than nothing. And this boss. Ugh. Alright, let's apply mark to you. That would be nice. But no, we want to set this up for later. Now that might seem like a waste. You know, I'm going to drink this. What do I get? Cost 0. I mean, 8 damage would be nice. I kind of like the idea of having another one of those, but no. That'll do nothing because he's not attacking this round. But yes. I'm going to be getting potions off of this guy anyway, so I might as well make myself a slot. Now, first things first. We'll make that weak. 3 times 6. That is actually a lot of attacks. Let's have a drink here. That's only going to get worse. There we go. Survive all the damage. We keep going. It's absolutely fine, apart from the fact I've drawn absolutely no bloody defense cards again. Ah, well, I'll get 6. If I don't have any defense, I'll get 6 at the end anyway. So it's all good. Just don't want to erupt right now, because that will lead to us getting very much hurt. Never erupt until you are guaranteed to kill your opponent. But yes, he's already filling my deck with burn cards. Lovely. Okay. And now I have all the blocking cards again. Yeah, I'd like to get rid of that, thank you. That can go straight in the discard pile. So I can avoid that little bit of damage. But I do have to remember to block now, because I gave myself block. What gets you killed the most, I found, is forgetting these special, like, prerequisites. Excellent. I want more of that, because that's going to keep stacking up repeatedly. It's absolutely beautiful. Does not count as an attacking card, so bam, bam, we get one more of those. Let's go with this to add this to our deck. Now, thankfully, whilst it says we do take damage, we don't necessarily do so right away. Alright. You may be wondering what I'm doing. It makes 2 of us. But if I do this right, I use that, and then I go straight back into Vigilance again. Then it puts this back in my hand, I get an extra punch. I love this, because we just keep cycling cards. There are enemies in the game that actually punish you for doing this, however, and for every card you'll play, they'll gain a buff, or you'll take damage, and things like that. So, sometimes it's worth having a deck that works on playing as few cards as possible. I don't like those decks. They're hard to make, and it's a real pain in the backside. So use that. Oh, yes, I'm keeping that, thank you. There we go. This is going really well. I'm not actually taking any damage. 8 damage, and we have the burn. Well, that's mildly irritating. Well, first of all, debuff him. Take the edge off that strength power-up he's gotten. Yes, this guy's gimmick, as he lights up each of those round like a clock. And it's basically a countdown until he wrecks your ass. So, if I do that, what the hell, we're going to add that in as well. Now, after I take the damage from the burn, I don't get hit by the seer. We're all good. And here we go. And it's all blocking cards. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Now, what's worth more? That is technically. Or 12 from this. Oh, 4 times 6. So I need 24. Go 25. That'll do. There goes his big attack. He adds lots of burn pluses to my deck because he's in absolute sod. I suddenly go into divinity mode, entering the stance, gain free energy. Attacks deal triple damage. You only get it for 1 round though, but oh my goodness, this would have been a brilliant turn to actually get some cards, but I've got no card draw, much to my annoyance, but Wrath will sort us out. And that's the first boss. Oh, yes! This is what we needed. But to start your turn, gain 2 mantra. I could have a divinity build here if I got that. But I have the problem of not being able to get the cards I want. Divinity is not always the best thing to get. Oh, go on. All or nothing suicide build. Alright, no smith at rest sites, no more rest at rest sites. Cannot play... No, we're going to go for this fusion hammer. We gain energy per round, so we start with 4, and no longer smith at rest sites. But I think I've shown enough of the basic vanilla build for now. I'm not sure whether or not to continue on this run, or I'll skip straight to the modded run so you can sort of see some of the craziness that's there. If you're interested, let me know in the comments. I'll also be covering other deck building roguelikes, so... You know, this isn't going to be something that's just in by itself. And my phone's blipping, my computer's blipping, everything's blipping, so this is probably a good time to end it. I will catch you next time.